How can you find stocks that are about to break out? While most of us are busy chasing the popular tickers and the brokers' dashboards, have you noticed how the biggest gainers of the day seems to come out of nowhere? They're really the trending names on the stock everyone's talking about. And these sudden jumps usually happens because the big players like institutions start buying quietly in the background. By the time most of the retail traders notice, they are either late or missed out the big moves. In this video, let's explore how an AI-powered end-of-day screener helps you to identify tomorrow's breakout candidate today. Find out how a trader usually finds a breakout. They will usually draw a trend line when the chart is moving down, and they will look for a trend line breakout at any given point of time, and also followed by support of moving average when there is a price crossover above the moving average. They would also add the indicators like MACD and check if the price crossover is actually confirming there is an breakout of the trend, and then the stock is going to reverse on the other directions. But the challenge in this case is you see in this example where the breakout has happened but it didn't had enough strength, and then the stock drops off. And we will come across many of these scenarios where we expect a price to break out, and at some point it does break out, but in most of the cases you will see that out of 3, 2 is going to be a false breakout. And that's where we would like to identify, is there any screener that helps us before we even get to a chart? Is there any screeners where we can do an end of the analysis and check if there is going to be a breakout in the following day? So a live chart, your analysis is going to be around, okay, let's check the end of day chart and see, is there any stock that is giving us the criteria for a breakout? And most of us who don't use any screener, they would be coming to tools like Yahoo Finance and check what is the most active stock. And once you are in the screener, you will come to the chart and check if there is any chart that looks to be kind of pattern we usually trade, and they will deep dive into this particular chart, and then they will try to analyze, is there any pattern building up according to their trading style? Either they are reading through the candlestick pattern or add more indicators into the chart and try to understand if this is a favorable trade. Now, yes, you can do that, but this takes time to analyze each and individual stocks to see if this is something stock to be picked up for the next day. In a similar way, there are other traders who would use tools like Finways, and they will fit the criteria according to their trading style, add all the fundamentals and the technicals that gives them a clear sense of breakout list of stocks in Finways. Again, each stock needs to be understood, and now when you come to the chart, and each of these chart looks like a good breakout candidates once they cross the resistance lines. And these lists are again quite exhaustive lists that Finways provides. Depends on the number of filter criteria you're providing, the list can be reduced. Now the challenge is, this is the classic way of looking at which stock you would like to trade. Now let's check what the AI actually does to your trading, and why some of the patterns that an AI detect is not actually being reflected on your chart. As soon as you log into our AI screener, you will see by default the system goes back to the AI screener tab, or you can have your own individual screener that you can select the stocks in the My Screener. Now AI, what it does is that it analyzes the entire market. Now, at the time of login, you are asked whether you would like to be in the US market or in the UK market. Right now, we are dealing on 2 markets. When you select the market, what it does is it scans the entire market at the end of the day, and then from analyzing thousands of stock in that particular market, it then filters out, is there any confirmed breakout that has happened in that list of stocks, or is there a potential breakouts? Now in this example, we have got, like, out of thousands of stocks, we have got 376 stocks which are potentially going to break out. And when you come to this list, you will see that this potential breakouts are showing, each chart will come up with the potential breakout that has actually happened. And also you will get a list of watch list stock. That means these are the stock that you need to watch out for. It's not yet ready for the breakout. It's either too weak to trade, or it's something that you need to be watching in next couple of days how the stocks are behaving. Now let's come to the potential breakout list. On the traditional screener, you will see this chart, the breakout pattern the chart is building up. You will see the price, the change in the volume, but what you don't see is how this chart, how confident this breakout is actually going to happen. So this is what our AI does. It looks into the price and volume patterns. It's analyze what's the technical strength of this chart. So it looks into different measures like your moving average, RSI, your other technical indicators, and it brings all together to combine a total technical strength. In this example, you can see that HPE is showing a 68% confidence, although the technical strength is 71%, but then you have a only 1.59 risk reward ratio. And then there are other volume parameters that brings the combined score of 68%. So it tells you that this stock is positive, has the strength to go up, but it is still not above 80% to take it. So these are the analyses you will then have to do. So what the tool does, it brings up the highest potential stocks that you should be paying your attention on the next day. And it also gives you an AI indicative level at what entry price this stock you should be taking, and what will be the target price and what will be the stop loss price. Now you can see that based on the entry, the target, and the stop loss, the risk reward ratio is being calculated at 1.59. So the potential target might be much bigger than 29. This is a very conservative target, which we use a Fibonacci to create this target. The first level of Fibonacci is this price, and then the next level it could be much bigger, but we don't want it to take to the next level because we just want it to be very conservative when we are showcasing our risk reward ratio. And then the analysis that the AI has done, it comes in the form of commentary so that you can see that this is not a blind trading that you will be just an AI, you are letting the AI to do your trade, but you are looking into each indicators that this tool is bringing. So if you have to analyze the chart, you just rely on your technical indicators. Now with this AI, you are able to analyze what the stock behavior, the strength of the stock against its competitors. Now, if you check on the dashboards, you will see the final score 68, technical score 71. I explained this earlier. The final score is a combination of technical score, your risk reward ratio, the volume. So this represents the amount of institutional buying interest on this particular stock. So that means when I'm comparing the top two stocks, the institutions for volumes buying are greater in HPS compared to GM or WSM. But if you are a retail traders, and then if you are also an institutional traders, you might just be looking into this stock closely to take your next move. So the way you will be trading is you look at these final score and see the list of the top 10 stock that this tool has provided. Ideally, this is 376 list, which is all there in this table. But I would like to put my attentions to the first 15-20 stocks these indicators is given. You are more than welcome to just go and look into the all the descending or the stocks that this table is bringing up. The another way of looking at this breakout is how many number of stocks that are actually showing a greater number of risk reward ratios, more than 2. And you will see that this list then change according to the risk reward ratios, which is the highest risk reward ratios in this list. You might like to explore those stock as your first criteria. Now you can see that if you have to calculate this risk reward on each individual stocks manually, it's very time consuming for you. Now with this tool, you are able to directly filter the potential risk reward stocks that this tool is bringing up. I would usually either filter by technical score, what's the final score, or what's the technical score. If you're comfortable on the technical score, you go with the technical score. As you can see now, you have got ETR as one of the stock that is showing up as at the moment on 18th is on $88 and the change is positive with the volume and strong technical score and risk reward ratio of 4.2. So it has got a great potential to go up and volumetrics is also positive. So that means if any volume is positive, this shows that there is a strength building up on the stock. The higher the volumetrics, the greater the strength of the stock. The higher the risk return ratios, the greater the return is there from this stock. So I would filter from technical score and then risk reward ratio score, and then look at the stock that is coming up on this list. So this is the way I would potentially look into my trade. So if I'm looking at ETR, as on today's date is on $88. Let's look at the 24th of October, which is when I'm making this video. You can see that the ETR is right now trading at 96.58. And what the AI has projected is, although the overall final score is 46, it has a strong 77 technical score, a good risk reward ratios. If the entry would have been 90, as the stock is trading at 88, the AI is assuming this trade should be at 90. The target is showing as 105. So that means looking at this stock, if I'm going backward to 18th of September, which is when this analysis did, you can see that you're potentially catching this trade at this point of time. And then the potential to go up is showing by the AI 4:1 ratios, which is quite positive. And then you still have a potential according to the AI as on today 105. That should be the target you should actually achieve on the stock. But again, this is a very conservative target. The stock might be having a greater potential, so there is that this is a minimum target that AI has actually asked. So now you can see it is not about just looking at the chart, what the screener brings. It is also about understanding the chart way beyond what the technical indicators gives you. This is where an AI stocks can help you to plan ahead before the market opens next day.